So guys, quick one. Coach Chris Hughton has released the final 25-man squad the Black Stars are going to use to face Central African Republic here in Ghana. Let me know your thoughts about the squad down below in the comment section. You are watching Sports Corner GH and my name is Adam. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. In today's video, you and I are going to break down the final 25-man squad. And you see today's video is in 4 parts. Now, before I even begin today's video, I don't have a coaching license. So before you come at me and say, oh, let the coach do his work, fine, let him do his coaching. But in today's video, I'm going to talk like a Ghanaian. And please, I know you have questions. I also have questions. I hope at the end of today's video, you find the answers you are looking for. Very simple. So guys, let me begin and let's talk about the squad list. It was released yesterday by Coach Chris Hughton and also Ghana Football Association. And I'm going to go through it very quickly. The goalkeepers, we have Lawrence Atizigi, Manaf Nuruddin, and Richard Ofori. Defenders, we have Ali Disiedu, Kingsley Shinalda. We also have Stefan Ambrosius, Joseph Ayew, Alexander Jiku, Nicholas Opoku. We also have Baba Abdul Rahman and also Gideon Mensah. Midfielders, Salis Abdul Samad, Baba Idrisu, Edmond Ado. We also have Andre Ayew, Elisha Owusu, Mohamed Kudus, and Ransford Yeboah Kanesdofa. Forwards, we have Inak William, Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew, Ernest nuamah, Osman Bukari, Joseph Ayew, and also Jonathan Soa. Now, let's look at the first part of today's video. In the first part of today's video, those with players that were supposed to be part of this final 25-man squad and they are not here, and these players are based on my own opinion. Player number 1, Bernard Tekwete, who plays for Lodogreets. I believe this player, anytime there is a call-up, I don't think the coaches even know he's a Ghanaian. Looking at the numbers he's giving to Lodogreets, even in the Europa League qualifiers that they even played against Ajax, even at Lodogreets, their own league, he's doing well, he's scoring goals, but he's never conceded when there is a call-up to the Black Stars. Player number 2, Ibrahim Sadiq. Ibrahim Sadiq scored 20 goals in 24 matches for BK Hake. He was very integral for them to qualify for the Europa places during the qualifiers. He scored most of the goals for them in the Europa League qualifiers. He has transferred to a new team, AZ Aqua. Doing so well, I was expecting the coach to include him to the squad, but no, he's not part of the squad. In fact, he wasn't even considered. And I'm even surprised. And the third person on this list is Ibrahim Sulemana, who plays for Italian Serie A side Cagliari. I'm surprised this midfielder was not called to be part of the Black Star squad. Now, he missed out on being part of the Under-23 squad when we were going to play the tournament. I thought that was normal. But this player plays every 90 minutes for Cagliari in the Italian Serie A. He's a very good midfielder. And he's doing so well. So if there's no Thomas Partey, why would we go and take a player that plays in French League 2 and started playing football just recently, last month, ahead of a player that is playing 90 minutes for Cagliari every time in a top flight league? Is very worrying. So guys, these 3 players, I expected them to be part of the final 25-man squad, but they were not part. If you know maybe other players who were supposed to be part of this squad, let me know down below in the comment section. But based on my opinion, I believe Bernard Tekwete, Ibrahim Sadiq, and also Ibrahim Sulemana should have been part of this final 25-man squad to face Central African Republic. Now, let's look at players that have returned back to the squad. I'm terming them Sankofa players. Sankofa, yes, they were part of the Black Stars. They lost their place, but now they are back again. Now, the first person would be Richard Ofori. Now, Richard Ofori, due to injuries, he has missed his place and his chance with the Black Stars. And, coming back, I believe it's a good, call-up. He has the experience. He was one of the leaders of the Black Stars. He's still one of the leaders of the Black Stars. And I understand why Coach Chris Hughton would call him up ahead of Denlad and also Jordan Emisa. Now, the next player on the list is Kingsley Shinalda. Now, the first time he came to the Black Stars to replace Tariq Lamptey, I was not happy with his performance. But every player deserves a second chance. Tariq Lamptey is not fully fit. Even though he's playing some games for, Brighton and Hove Albion, he's not fully fit. That's why the club didn't actually release him. So, Kingsley Shinalda coming in, let's see what he will do the second time. The third player we're going to talk about is Abdul Baba Rahman. Now, Baba Rahman, I have said it in his previous video that Baba Rahman is doing so well in Greece. He's doing so well for his new club. The player has won it. And I'm sorry because, you see, Ghanaians, some of us have some sort of agenda against Baba Rahman. It's not about his performance only, but the fact that he is, his relationship with the GFA president. But Baba Rahman at PAOK, he's doing so well. He plays day in, day out. He's not like he's a bench player. He's playing consistently and he's doing so well. And I believe he earned this particular call-up. The next player is Baba Idrisu. I've said it several times. You can see some statistics on your screen. Baba Idrisu has really done well after moving from his old club to Almeria. He's doing so well in the Spanish La Liga, playing in, day out for his club side. And I think it's an excellent call-up. And also, Elisha Owusu. As for this player, honestly, I was surprised he was on the list. I believe he didn't end this call-up. That's based on my opinion. Reason being that he had an injury in January. Very serious injury, and he didn't play any game for club and also country. He just started playing game for his club side just last month, and he earns a call-up. On what merits? Meanwhile, there are other Black Stars or Ghanaian players who are midfielders and are playing day in, day out, improving and doing so well, and they have not ended this call-up. And we are going to call a player who just returned back from injury not too long ago. He is not even getting like having that his form he used to have when we called him up. But we still, gave him the call-up. And I'm surprised. It should have been Ibrahim Sulemana or any other midfielder who is doing so well in their league. That should have been built in this particular squad instead of Elisha Owusu. But once he's here, the coach sees something maybe I don't see. As I said in the beginning of today's video, I don't have a coaching license. So if the coach decides to bring in a player, fair enough. But I just believe there is another point of view. Elisha Owusu shouldn't be part of this final 25-man squad. Now let's move on to the third part of today's video. The third part of today's video deals with injuries. Those who are injured and also those who have been left out of the squad due to lack of playing time and also due to low performance for their club side. Now let's talk about injuries. Thomas Partey is not part of the squad list because he has been injured. He has been announced yesterday. 3 months. Yes, so those of you say Thomas Partey is faking injury, it's very serious. He's going to be out for 3 months, groin injury. Now the next player is Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey is not fully fit like that. That is why they are introducing him in games like, small. They are giving him the 10 minutes, the 5 minutes, the 15 minutes, so that, he will be much fit. He will gain his form back. And yesterday, if you all watched Brighton and Hove Albion versus Newcastle United, he was used as a winger. He was fantastic. He was fantastic being played as a winger. He was just fantastic. So, guys, that is the latest. And also, Salisu. Salisu is also not part of the squad because I told you in the previous video that ever since he moved to Monaco, he has not made his debut yet. He's still in rehab. You understand? Recovering from his injury. Until he's recovered, I don't think he's going to feature for club and country yet. Daniel Amate, just a few weeks ago, he got injured and he'll be out for about a month. So that is the latest. He's also out of the squad. Ashimeru, same. He's also injured and also out of the squad. And Dojo Walakot, you all know the story. He got injured during his debut game for Hibernian, and then the rest is history. So guys, let's put these players in our prayers. Thomas Partey, Tariq Lamptey, Salisu, Amate, Ashimeru, and also Jojo Walakot. Now let's look at the players who are not part of this squad due to lack of game time and also low performance. First player would be Patrick Pozo. Patrick Pozo, when he was given the first chance to make an impression, he didn't make a lot of impression on us Ghanaians and also the coach. So I understand why the coach would leave him out. Two would be Kwesi Ochiret. Yes, Kwesi Ochiret. Now that player has been called up to the Black Star squad several times. Several times. Kwesi Ochiret, but we don't even know what he can offer to the Black Star because you have not seen him play before. Every time he's a bench warmer. And I understand why he didn't end a call up to the Black Star squad. Kasim Adams, he was part of the squad the last time, but this time around he didn't also end a call up. And we have Hafiz Wuntakonkoni. Yes, Hafiz Wuntakonkoni, he was part of the squad the last time. He also didn't end a call up this time around. We also have Dennis Odoi. Dennis Odoi, lack of game time, I believe. That is the reason why he also didn't end a call up to the Black Stars. And also Kamaldeen Sulemana, same problem, lack of game time with Club Brugge. That's why he also didn't end a call up with the Black Stars. So these 6 players, Patrick Pozo, Kwesi Ochiret, Kasim Adams, Hafiz Wuntakonkoni, Dennis Odoi, and also Kamaldeen Sulemana are players that have been left out of the squad due to lack of game time or low performance for their club side. Now let's talk about the fourth part of today's video. That is the new player that has, been added to the Black Stars squad, and he plays in the Ghana Premier League. His name is Jonathan Sowa. He plays for Mediama. Now, last season he scored 12 goals for Mediama, and I think this is another introduction. I'm happy they are introducing Ghana Premier League players, but my problem is not about the introduction. Let them play some. 5 minutes score wouldn't be bad. But these players don't play. Look at how Hafiz Ntakunkuni, the last time he ended the call after the Black Stars. He wasn't even part of the squad list that played the last game. He wasn't part. It was as if they used him to get him to another team. That was the ploy. Which is not fair. Which is not like, if you know you are going to use this call up to sell the player, give the opportunity to those who are performing well in their club side. Why are we doing this? So if Jonathan Sowa is going to be part of the squad, at least get into the close of the game. When we are already won, like 5 minutes, give the player 5 minutes to come and play. Even Mohamed Kudus was given 5 minutes. How much more Jonathan Sowa? The player will sit on bench, or puts everything. The player will not play. So guys, this is just my breakdown on the 25-man squad. Let me also know yours down below in the comment section. Let me know the players you felt like should have been included and have not been included. Let me also know players that you feel that they shouldn't be part of this squad. Honestly, Andre Ayew shouldn't be part of this squad. That is fact. Andre Ayew, no club. He's not. Well, it's Ghana. Protocol works here in Ghana. Protocol even works than even if you are qualified. So it's normal. So guys, this is just my thought on the final 25-man squad. I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but Chelsea did their thing, so we're all stressed. So guys, let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comment section. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.